All right, match number 4 on the draw. We're going to keep this. We have an ethereal armor and creatures to put it on. We can't play our Glade Cover Scout turn 1 though, because we're going to have to spend that using Abundant Growth on our Crumbling Vestige. To make sure that we can play these spells. Raven Inspector. Alright, some sort of Kuldotha Jeskai list, probably. So this turn, we're going to play a Scout and Ethereal Armor. Next turn, we could play Fist of Ironwood plus Ethereal Armor. And have a massive Trampling Glade Cover Scout. And then any other enchantments we draw is just game. Like that one. And we'll hope they're not one of those weird Kuldotha lists splashing. I was about to say we'll hope they're not one of those weird ones splashing black for like Chainer's Edicts, but that does not even matter. Because I just made 2 Saproleans, so. Alright, and our opponent sees the writing on the wall. Since we have a 9/9 first striking, I guess that's it. I don't know even, trampling, there we go. First striking trampling elf on turn 3. That is the power of Ethereal Armor. So we could bring in Hydroblast for countering Electricities and Bolts. If we wanted to. We could potentially bring in Standard Bearers. Lone Missionary is probably not useful. Neither is Scattershot. Neither is Young Wolf or Tankle. Let's bring in 2 Hydroblasts over Moldervine Cloak and a Deadweight. And see how this goes. And now we're just hoping that their enchantment removal in their sideboard is not that good or does not show up in their hand. Alright. We have no creatures except for the plants off of Colony Garden. I don't think this hand is nearly good enough, unfortunately. We need our creatures. Alright, this hand will do fine. Another Abundant Growth. I already got enough mana fixing, I'll get rid of that. Armadillo Cloak, huh? I think I want to lead off with Colony Garden. That way turn 2 I can go Abundant Growth, the Plains, or the Crumbling Vestige. Either one would be fine. I guess I'll hit the Crumbling Vestige. There's the Abundant Growth, and here's a Boggle. And then next turn I can start going nuts with the Armadillo Cloak. Alright, they missed their 3rd land drop. So I can play Ethereal Armor, Boggle, Hold Open Blast, or I can play Cloak. I think I prefer Holding Open Blast. So I think I'm going to do that. This lets me counter a Kuldotha Rebirth if they draw a red source and have that in hand. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. Rebirth doesn't even matter that much since my creature has First Strike. But it's something that I probably would counter. Also next turn I can play Armadillo Cloak and still be able to open hold open Hydroblast, which is nice. Alright, there's a Prism so they can fix their mana. And they're missing the land drop again. Alright, here we go. And now we just hope for no disenchant effects. Alright, nothing yet. They had 2 mana, and they had the Prophetic Prism available last turn, so they should have been able to do something. If they had Disenchant effect, they would have used it on one of these before they took damage that turn, almost certainly. Alright, that should be the ball game. If they have a disenchant effect now, do I want to let them block the Boggle and kill it? Yeah, I guess I don't mind. I guess I could have just journeyed the Thraben first. That probably would have been a good idea. Destroy target enchantment and each other enchantment that shares a color with it. Okay, cool. I've seen that before, but I forgot it existed, so luckily I didn't play the journey first, or I would have just wasted it anyway. I was expecting more along the lines of whichever one that is that's white, 1 and a white, and then it flashes back for green or something like that. So now we've got them down to 3. But unlike them, we do not have Blighting Bolts in our deck, so... Alright, Glinthawk, replay Wellspring. Make a land drop of Mortuary Mire. I guess I'll go ahead and get one of these blockers out of the way since I can. This means if I draw the hybrid card, I forget what it is now, the 1 green/blue card to give flying and vigilance, I could kill them next turn. Core Sanctifiers, okay. They get their journey destroyed and their Glinthawk back, which means they can pick up the Ichor Wellspring yet again. Colony Garden. No real point to play that out yet. Alright, get to cycle this Abundant Growth, try to draw something better. Slippery Boggle. I'm going to save that, since they probably boarded in Electrickery. I know I have a Hydroblast up, but, well, I guess I could do it and just go wide, potentially. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go wide. Now if I draw an Aura, and they attack too much, like they attack with the 2/3 and the 2/2 for some reason, I could potentially enchant a plant and then attack past a 1/2. I'm not sure. The point is, I have protection against Electrickery. Galvanic Blast the face for 4 damage, okay. So Mortuary Mire is interesting tech that some of these lists include. It's kind of interesting to pick back up again with Core Skyfisher. You can rebuy your creatures. Does not necessarily mean that they're actually splashing black. They could still be splashing blue or not be splashing anything. Alright, let's go get that abundant growth. My opponent is going to blow up that in response, okay. Which means I can't pick it up. See, this is what I was expecting to see before when the Leave No Trace was around. Looks like they have both in their sideboard. So now I no longer have Hydroblast up. Which is unfortunate because this is actually a threat that can kill them if they don't get rid of it, since right now they only have a 2/2 to block in the air. So they chump block and then it attacks 2 more times and kills them. But the problem is they probably have plenty of bolts. If they wasted a Galvanic Blast on my face, a single Hydroblast probably wouldn't be enough to keep that 2/3 alive anyway. So we have to keep in mind that they can flashback that Serene Remembrance at any time. As long as they have mana up and the Prophetic Prism is untapped. Molten Rain, okay. Surprised that they sideboarded in Molten Rain against us. We drew another Hydroblast, which, believe it or not, is not a good draw. Oh, Rancor. That's actually kind of good. Because even if they blow it up, I get to get it back. So I get to attack with this. They have to trade off. I get the Rancor back. I put it on the other Slippery Boggle. And repeat. I'm going to redeploy this now. In case they draw Electrickery, I'd like this to already be on the creature so I get the Rancor back. Angelic Purge my Rancor. I guess that was a reason not to cast that yet. Here's Kuldotha Rebirth. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and enchant this up right now. Just so I have a blocker or two. I could have played a Crumbling Vestige just to blow up a Goblin there, but I don't think that's worth it. Was that Molten Rain number 3 or number 4? 1, 2, 3. Wow. That's dedication. Alright, Ethereal Armor. Well, I know that they have Ray of Revelation. They can flash back whenever they want to. But I'm hoping they just forget about that. That's basically my only out to winning this game now. It looks like my opponent did remember that they have it though. And now I'm just 2 bolts away from death, which is probably what's going to happen. There's Galvanic Blast. Without Metalcraft. And then another one with. And yep, I died. Alright, game 3. So it looks like they have enough hate for my non-basic lands that I don't want to try to keep these Hydroblasts available all the time. Instead, I could go with Standard Bearer or Electricity of my own. I think I'm going to go with the Standard Bearers. I would like to play first. And I would like to keep this hand. The only thing this is missing is a way to continuously make white mana. And there's a way to continuously make white mana, so nothing left to complain about. I'm going to play this out right now in case they have Electricity. And I'm going to go all in, basically. I'm going to try to play Rancor next turn. If I draw another Aura, I'll try to play that too. And try to bash them before they find their enchantment removal. I'm really not sure what lightning bolting that token was all about. Unless they do have edicts in their deck somehow. I could go Heliod's Pilgrim here. I'm not sure exactly what I would go get though. So I think I'm going to go with Standard Bearer, Rancor for now. Molten Rain takes out my only green source, okay. Which means I can't cast either of the things in my hand. Alright. So here I can either pick up Crumbling Vestige and therefore get to play out Glade Cover. Or I could pick up like a Plains or something and just wait. I think I'm going to play Glade Cover now though. This is worse that they have Electricity, but if they have Electricity and they waste 2 mana to do that, that means that they're not dealing with the Boggle. Alright, they're down to 9, and I have exactly 9 power on board, so let's see what they can do about that. Prophetic Prism, that's not going to be good enough. They need to find a Ray of Revelation for this Ethereal Armor. Or at least like a Bolt or something for the Core Skyfisher. Unfortunately, they can't bolt the Core Skyfisher right now because of the Standard Bearer. Lone Missionary would be a decent play for them here if they could do it. Alright. Standard Bear's down. Galvanic Blast takes that down, okay. Down to 3. My Slippery Boggle does have Trample right now, so simply Blockers is not going to get them there. They need more than that. Even Kuldotha Rebirth wouldn't give them enough creatures. Assuming that's all that they did. Glinthawk, okay. They pick up Prophetic Prism, but they can't just replay it. They have to pretend that they have something else. We'll journey this, just in case they have like a Leave No Trace or something. I guess Leave No Trace, I shouldn't be doing this, huh? Yeah, that was bad of me. Because now if they have Leave No Trace, they get to take out the Ethereal Armor and the Journey at the same time. I should have done that post-combat, I suppose. Let's hope it's just Serene Remembrance. Nope, it's Leave No Trace. Oh well, they still fall to 1. And I get the Rancor back in my hand. So they need to play a blocker And they need me to not draw a green source. Electricity would also be a fine draw for them here, since they can hit my Glade cover in response to the Rancor to make me stop being able to use it. Alright, they have 5 cards in hand. They're at 1 life. Can they crawl back from this? Hopefully not. Angelic Purge, my planes? Or my Crumbling Vestige? I bet you that's what this is. I'm not sure what else they would do for 3 mana here. And now they're thinking better of it, and they're just going to Kuldotha Rebirth. Alright, Cave gets cycled. Prism gets played. I am not scared of the Prism being replayed. Core Skyfisher, maybe? It's got the 3 toughness needed to block the Glade cover plus Rancor, even if I find my green source. Yep, there's a Skyfisher, okay. Picking up Prism again. Oh no, they picked up a land. Wonder what they're going to do with that mana. Alright, so there's Kuldotha Rebirth. I can't cast anything in my hand. They have another Prism. Glinthawk, replay Prism, presumably. Aqueous Form would go in handy right about now, if I had the blue mana to cast it. I don't think I took it out of my deck. Oh, there's the Aqueous Form. So now the only thing that I need to do is draw a Crumbling Vestige to win. Assuming they don't have a disenchant effect available at that time. Or play like a Windscarred Crag or something here. Molten Rain, okay. Now Core Skyfisher is not a live draw. And I just keep on having nothing to do. Come on, 1 Crumbling Vestige. Oh, never mind. That's not going to do it because they just gained life. Combined with the Bolt in their hand, I'm probably just dead here, but we will see. Yep, that's it for me. Alright. Oh, good game. And we are down to 1-3.